So here we go. Plenty of news today in this particular show. बहुत कुछ सुनने में आ रहा है. Shubhan joining me, Gargi joining me, Devashish joining me, of course Rohit joining me, and my friend Shobik is also here. We were in the studio as all of this, IPL retention news has kind of exploded since morning. All team owners, everybody is in this now. Everybody is in this now. Let's start with KKR because that's exactly what we are hearing at the moment. And from what we hear, and it's quite interesting that till yesterday or kind of day before or 2 days, it was a given that Sunil Narayan and Andre Russell and Rinku Singh will be retained. That Sunil Narayan, Andre Russell, Rinku Singh box tick. All of a sudden, we are told that it is Sunil Narayan, Rinku Singh, Varun Chakravarti, question mark over Andre Russell. Question mark over Andre Russell as far as KKR is concerned. And that is big news. KKR and Andre Russell, question mark over Andre Russell. It's not yet a done deal. Rohit Juglan क्या सुनने में आ रहा है? मुझे तो ये सुनने में आ रहा है it's not a done deal yet. I'll go to Shubhan, Gargi, Shomik and Devashish. What are you hearing?
एग्जैक्टली मतलब जो लास्ट का जो फेज है उसने सारी चीजों को मेरे ख्याल से शायद कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स को ये क्योंकि मुझे ये पहले से पता था और मतलब ये बात पहले से पता थी कि दे आर नॉट गोइंग विद श्रेयस अय्यर. शुरुआत में ऐसा सुनने में आ रहा था, वो चीज मुझे पहले से पता थी. बट मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि जो बैकरूम फीडबैक आया है या जो बैकरूम जो पुराने स्टाफ मेंबर्स थे यहाँ के, बीट गौतम गंभीर और बीट अभिषेक नायर, उनकी तरफ से ये फीडबैक गया है दैट आपको एक नया कप्तान मिलना और उस कप्तान का सही तरीके से फ्रेंचाइजी को आगे बढ़ाना ये बहुत इजी नहीं होने वाला है. अगर आपको ये लग रहा है कि ये बहुत इजी होने वाला है, श्रेयस अय्यर के पास एक ऑफर था. जितना मुझे पता है मैं आपको सीधे सीधे बता रहा हूँ. श्रेयस अय्यर के पास एक ऑफर था एलएसजी की तरफ से, एक ऑफर था जीएमआर की तरफ से भी. जीएमआर ने उन्हें एक मोटी रकम कोट की थी आज से 3 साल पहले, जब वो ये चाह रहे थे कि मैं कप्तान बनूं डीसी का. तो ऋषभ पंत को उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं, हम ऋषभ पंत को बैक करेंगे, आपको पैसा दे देंगे, कैप्टनसी नहीं दे पाएंगे. उन्होंने कहा कैप्टनसी नहीं दोगे, मैं जा रहा हूं. वो केकेआर आए ऑन मॉर्गन के बाद, वो अगले कप्तान बनते हैं केकेआर के. ना उनके पास इन दोनों कंपनी से ऑफर था, इन दोनों फ्रेंचाइजी से ऑफर था. एंड अब केकेआर इस दुविधा में थी कि हम क्या आंद्रे रसल को रिटेन कर सकते हैं टॉप नंबर पे या फिर हमें श्रेयस अय्यर के पास वापस जाना चाहिए. तो मुझे लग रहा है कि आई थिंक सेंस प्रिवेल हुआ है और शायद आंद्रे रसल की जगह पर ये एक स्ट्रेट स्वॉप हुआ है, क्योंकि उसके बाद की रकम पे रसल नहीं मानेंगे. रसल 14 करोड़ या 11 करोड़ पे मानने वाला खिलाड़ी नहीं है. उसको पता है अगर वो ऑक्शन में आएगा, ही इज स्टिल अ वेरी गुड ऑलराउंडर. बैट से कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है, बॉल से कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकता है. और सुनील नरेन का जो पिछला सीजन गया, आई थिंक क्योंकि उससे पहले का अगर आप रिटेंशन कॉस्ट देखोगे, इट वाज अराउंड 6 to 7 करोड़ और सडनली आप जंप मार रहे हो 18 करोड़ पे. तो ये मुझे लग रहा है कि सुनील नरेन का जो पिछला सीजन एमवीपी वो निकल कर आए. एंड अगेन देयर वाज फीडबैक फ्रॉम गौतम गंभीर एंड आप क्योंकि हम ये नहीं मान सकते कि गौतम गंभीर इस फ्रेंचाइजी को छोड़ चुके हैं, तो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट कि नहीं उनकी तरफ से कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है या उनकी तरफ से कुछ चल नहीं रहा है. पास्ट में उनकी तरफ से फीडबैक गया है और मुझे ये पता चला है कि एक बैकरूम सपोर्ट स्टाफ की तरफ से श्रेयस अय्यर को लेकर के एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मैसेज गया है. वो शख्स इस समय पे इंडियन टीम में, लेकिन वो शख्स गौतम गंभीर नहीं है. तो अब आप सोच लीजिए वो शख्स कौन है, 2 ही लोग बचते हैं. तो वहां से ये पूरा का पूरा मैसेज गया है एंड दैट्स व्हाई श्रेयस अय्यर आई थिंक इज बैक अगेन, जो केकेआर जो केकेआर फ्रेंचाइजी में सुनने में आ रहा है.
Shubhan, from what I hear, Gautam has given a clear-cut kind of a certificate to KKR before that, and this was at the end of the season before he kind of took off for the India job, that Shreyas Iyer was excellent as a captain and a team man. That is the recommendation that Gautam Gambhir has given as far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned. Excellent team man, excellent captain, was great for the dressing room. Shubhan, what is it now? Andre Russell, question mark, is that bringing Shreyas Iyer back in the mix? What are you hearing before I go to my other guests?
See, Shreyas, as Rohit mentioned, he had an offer from a couple of franchises, and it was a known thing that people are approaching Shreyas Iyer. As soon as the news came out that there are chances that he might leave KKR, so a couple of franchisees did approach him, and there's no harm in exploring options if you are not given the top spot, because earlier Sunil Narayan and Andre Russell were being regarded as top picks. In the ahead of the IPL auction. So right now, if you bring in a Shreyas Iyer as the review report has come in, because people rate Shreyas Iyer in that KKR team, people rate Shreyas Iyer as the captain. Yes, he did not get the appreciation or the credit that he deserved to after with the IPL. Most of the limelight went to Gautam Gambhir. Chandrakant Pandit and the coaching staff, and not entirely to Shreyas Iyer. So there was a bit of frustration from his side as well, that I led the team, I gave Harshit Rana the final over to change the things. I have made some interesting calls, some intriguing calls, which has turned matches in KKR's favor. But again, it was a question of him being retained at the top spot with the captaincy. Captaincy was never an issue. Shreyas Iyer being retained means he was going to be the captain. What the question was, whether he's getting the top spot or not. Yes, we did say that KKR and Shreyas will have final discussion, showdown talks before whether they part away or they stay together. It's about that call. But Andre Russell, I still feel, I have that gut feeling that KKR will somehow manage to get hold of him as well. Varun Chakravarti, yes, everyone wants to retain him, but there are so many options right now. But I think KKR will somehow Venki Mysore will somehow pull off things and retain Andre Russell, maybe at a lower cost, but they will retain him. I think so.
Devashish, before I go to Shomik and Gargi, Shreyas Iyer gives you that captaincy. Will KKR not want that? What is your hunch? You are speaking to sources as well. What are you getting? क्या सुनने में आ रहा है? की सुनचिश KKR? Is it going to be Andre Russell? Because Andre Russell and Sunil Narayan are almost like homeboys for KKR. Ghore chale, as we say in Bangla.
Yeah,
Devashish.
it's like Tyron Pollard what he is to Mumbai Indians. When you talk about Andrew Russell being part of three IPL winning teams, and the value he adds to the table as an all rounder. But given that last season Andrew Russell didn't have a great outing with the bat, he did give KKR a lot of wickets. But when it comes to batting, he was a huge letdown. He was a big disappointment. But when it comes to bowling, he was brilliant, giving those crucial breakthroughs. So it does comes as a surprise if Andrew Russell is not retained, given that what he and Sunil Narine is like a family to KKR. So it is also very surprising when we got this news, when we got this development that Andrew Russell might not be retained by KKR. But then when it comes to Shreyas Iyer, as Shubhan rightly said, he did not get that accolade. Obviously, when you associate being the IPL champions, and given that the year before KKR did not do well, so yes, and KKR doesn't have any options. If you have to retain someone like a Shreyas Iyer, because as Gautam Gambhir rightly said, that he is a perfect team man, and what he brings to the table is his leadership. So I think KKR will definitely love to retain Shreyas Iyer, although he is having talks with a few other franchises. But then the big development for me is Andre Russell, because I, for one, was always believing that Andre Russell and Sunil Narine were like family to KKR. Boriada.
Gargi, your thoughts? Andre Russell, does it come as a shock, or you're like, no, he's at the second half twilight of his career? 18 crores, that's too much money. Will they try RTM for Andre Russell in the auction? Do you think he'll be sort of for less money, maybe 11, 12, 13 crores? Do we save a few more crores by putting Russell there? Your thoughts on KKR, Andre Russell? What we hear, it's not a done deal yet. We want to say this. There's still talks on. It's not confirmed yet. But what we are hearing is it is also not confirmed that the retention is confirmed. It's not confirmed. And that is big news. That Andre Russell retention is not confirmed is itself big news coming out of the KKR stable. Gargi, your thoughts?
No, I think it's very shocking, because when you think of KKR, you automatically think of Andre Russell with the bleached mohawk, as you know, one of the biggest faces of that franchise, and we've all grown up like that. So it definitely comes as a shock, and it's IPL has now gotten brutal to the point where they don't, franchises don't really care about these faces that you've had for years. If it's not working, it's not working. They don't hesitate to let them go. Of course, nothing is confirmed as of now, but I'm seeing this trend of franchisees not hesitating when it comes to these faces. But it comes as a big shock to me, a huge shock.
But just taking forward, Boriada, I still feel that KKR, Venki Mysore being the man manager, he is being the shrewd negotiator he is. I think he will be able to manage. He will be able to convince Russell to stay at a lower cost. I am pretty sure about it, because as Gargi was mentioning, KKR is Andre Russell and Sunil Narayan. They have been the faces of this franchise for over a decade now, and be it cricketing matters or off the field matters, you can sell Andre Russell. WrestleMania is still a big name in IPL, and possibly the top five or top 10 names that has ever played in the IPL in terms of brand presence and overall impact in the game. When Russell walks out, teams are still scared. So he's not finished at all.
We just want to put this on record. We reached out to Venki Mysore. We haven't heard back from Venki Mysore. So both Shomik and I sort of wanted to reach out to Venki Mysore. We did. We've not heard back from Venki Mysore. The moment we do, we'll put that out as well. But Shomik, thoughts?
Two things. First, Shreyas Iyer, and after that, Andre Russell. Shubhan very rightly mentioned Harshit Rana. There are two parts, and if you just put simple cricket logic, we don't need to go beyond. The backroom story and all. Simple cricket logic. First, the captaincy part, as far as Shreyas Iyer is concerned. You ask Harshit Rana, and he will tell you how Shreyas contributed to his development last year, how Shreyas' captaincy allowed him to grow into the tournament. And Harshit is just one of the examples. Then again, the flip side is that as a franchise, will I fork out rupees 18 crore for a batsman if he is not, suppose he is not an ABD de Villiers? 18 crore is a hell lot of money. So someone who is not explosive, who cannot single-handedly turn the fortunes of a game around, will I spend 18 crore for a batsman? So that is the other part. So these are the pros and cons of having Shreyas Iyer, not just for KKR, for every franchise. Then again, captaincy in the IPL, captaincy options come at a premium. And from that perspective, you need a captain. Shreyas has been a very good captain, both for Delhi Capitals and KKR. That is the Shreyas Iyer part. Let's see what happens. Retentions haven't been finalized yet. Coming to Andre Russell, once again, Andre Russell carries an X factor, but he is in the wrong side of 30. His injury record is not that good. Given that 18 crore, if they can negotiate into him into a lesser amount, that is fine. Otherwise, maybe rights to match card is a better option, because in Indian conditions, in the IPL, Sunil Narayan, you have to keep him. Sunil Narayan, he will win you matches. In fact, as far as that power hitting is concerned, KKR have options. Ramandeep is one. Ramandeep is underrated, but Ramandeep, the way he has been developing, he doesn't have the aura of Andre Russell, but Ramandeep is almost equally capable to do that job. Now, Sunil Narayan, you have to retain him. Barun Chakravarti, with all his mystery and all, 11 crore for him is fine. And Rinku is a designated finisher of your team. Okay. So from that point of view, these are the pros and cons. We have to wait.
Sorry. So what we are getting from KKR at the moment is Sunil Narayan done, is Harshit Rana and Ramandeep done as uncapped, is Rinku Singh done, and possibly Varun Chakravarti done. What we are not confirming at the moment is whether it is Andre Russell, whether it is Shreyas Iyer. We have to wait for the next 2-3 more days. This is what we are getting. This is what we are getting from the KKR stable. Once again, putting it on record, Venki Mysore has not been reachable. We have reached out to him if we can get a confirmation, but we haven't yet got that. If we do, we will come back and let you know. Moving on to Gujarat. At the moment we are hearing some interesting news as far as Gujarat Titans concerned. I will go to Rohit Jublan to start on that. Is Shubman Gill a done deal, or is it still 90%? Have they signed on the dotted line and agreed, or is there a final meeting tomorrow? Is it 100% yet, Rohit Jublan, on Shubman Gill and Gujarat Titans?
Yes, it's 100% yes between Shubman Gill and the Gujarat Titans. Meeting, as far as meeting is concerned, yes, there is a meeting tomorrow. The main reason for that meeting is you have to discuss the other parts also, the brand part also, the market part also. And obviously, whether you have to keep him at number one, whether you have to keep him at number two, this will be, everyone is very much eager to see this, that whether it's Rashid Khan at number 1 or whether it's Shubman Gill at number 1 as far as retentions are concerned. So what I know till now, that yes, Shubman Gill and GT is a deal done. He will captain, he will lead the side, but there is a meeting tomorrow. There is a meeting tomorrow which will give it 100% confirmation.
I will just interfere. Rohit, you are absolutely right. My sources say that both Shubman Gill and Rashid Khan, they are done deal.
And Rahul Tewatia is uncapped
No,
player.
no, I'm just talking about these two. Shubman Gill and Rashid Khan, they are done. They are done deal. Although they haven't yet signed on the dotted lines. So I mean, GT is very, very confident of retaining both their marquee players, and it's sort of finalized. But as long as they are not signing on the dotted line, it is not official. We leave it at that.
Chalo, and we should also confirm that Rahul Tewatia as uncapped is also a done deal as far as Gujarat Titans is concerned. So we are saying at this point in time, Rashid Khan, Shubman Gill, and Rahul Tewatia. Confirm. Yes, Rohit.
Just one more thing. The two possible RTMs will be Sai Sudarshan and Mohammad Shami.
Correct. So I was coming to Mohammad Shami. Mohammad Shami not yet a done deal as far as Gujarat Titans is concerned. That is an interesting one because a lot of teams are monitoring Mohammad Shami's fitness. He will play the Ranji Trophy in Bangalore for Bengal against Karnataka. He's very confident of going to Australia for the latter half of the tour. Maybe test match number 4, test match number 5 if needed. Mohammad Shami making a red ball comeback. That is going to be interesting as to what happens in the IPL. Moving on, LSG. Let's go to Devashish on that and Shubhan. Shubhan, you start before I go to Devashish. From what we hear, a meeting is in the offing between the big boss Sanjeev Goenka and Nicholas Puran. We can't confirm when and where, but a meeting is there. So Nicholas Puran is finally a confirmed retention, along with a Mayank Yadav and a possible Ravi Bishnoi with a Mohsin Khan and Ayush Badoni. Shubhan Chakraborty, before I go to Devashish Sen.
I think they were pretty sorted. Lucknow Super Giants were pretty sorted from day one. Ravi Bishnoi, whether they were willing to pay Ravi Bishnoi the amount that he's getting, but finally they have sense have prevailed and they have understood that Ravi Bishnoi is one of the most if I have to put it that way, he's one of the most lethal bowlers in leg spin department in India currently, and he's an India international, constantly plays for India as well. So I think they were pretty much sorted from that end, and yes, it's a end of the marriage between KL Rahul and Lucknow Super Giants. KL Rahul will be seen in some other franchisee, possibly in the auction. Of course, he will spark a bidding war, but where he goes, at what amount he goes, there are a couple of teams who are interested in KL Rahul. But let's see which franchisee finally gets hold of KL Rahul. But as far as Lucknow Super Giants are confirmed, very sorted, very clear with what they want to do. The meeting in the next 2 days between Nicholas Puran and the owners will of course have there will be talks about the future roadmaps. Who are the players they want to target in the auction? What about the money that other players are getting, and of course some of the whether a Yudhvir Singh Chara they want to write to match in the coming days during the auction, because as far as I've known, the team Lucknow Super Giants, Justin Langer, they are extremely impressed with the kind of improvement of
Mute.
You're on mute.
There's an internet issue with Shubhan because he's on the road. Shubhan, তোর internet টা সমস্যা হচ্ছে. Somebody was asking বাংলা চ্যানেলে ইংরেজি বলছেন কেন? This is a bilingual feed. So আপনাকে apologize করছি এই জন্য, কারণ এটা হিন্দি, বাংলা, ইংরেজি তিনটে ভাষার ফিড চলছে, সেই কারণে বাংলাতে আপনারা পুরোটা শুনতে পাচ্ছেন না. প্লিজ মার্জনা করবেন. Devashish, from what we are getting from Lucknow, clear now what is happening as far as retention is concerned. But it is also clear KL Rahul is going. Your thoughts on that? KL Rahul is leaving Lucknow Super Giants. It is a done deal. He's not being retained. Absolutely not anymore. There are interests from RCB is what we are told. There will be interest from a couple of other franchises as far as KL Rahul is concerned. But your thoughts on KL Rahul not being retained by the Lucknow franchise? Devashish said.
Yeah, my two talking point obviously is one is KL Rahul strike rate. That's the reason there has been a lot of talks about KL Rahul strike rate. That might be one reason that KL Rahul is not preferred while Nicholas Puran is preferred. But then it will be interesting, Boriada, if Rishabh Pant goes to LSD. If Rishabh Pant gets picked by LSD, then who becomes the captain of LSD? That to me is the talking interesting factor. Who captains LSD? And then second point is that Mayank Yadav is also getting retained along with Ravi Bishnoi, who becomes the second retained player because Mayank Yadav was recently injured. That's the reason he did not travel with the India A team. So that might influence the franchise whether to going for a Ravi Bishnoi, who is a match winner in his own right. He's a leg spinner, but Mayank Yadav we also he was a revelation in last season. So whether Mayank Yadav is the second written player or Ravi Bishnoi is the second written player, that will be interesting to me. But talking about KL Rahul, obviously a lot has been spoken about his strike rate. So, but as I said, Nicholas Puran, as of now, he looks all set to be the captain. But what happens if Rishabh Pant gets picked by LSD in the mega auction?
Devashish makes an interesting one there, Gargi, and you take that. Indian captain, or you're happy with a foreign captain? Franchises aren't really wanting a foreign captain, though Sanjeev Goenka in the past has gone with Steve Smith, replacing MS Dhoni. In the past, we know that that has happened. Will Sanjeev Goenka want a foreigner as captain? Is something we have to wait and see. But your thoughts, Nicholas Puran or an Indian captain?
Ultimately, that's Sanjeev Goenka's call. But if I had to pick an Indian captain, or obviously I would pick an Indian captain only for the reason that somewhere or the other, Indian captains do have a sort of advantage over foreign captains when it comes to knowing the gameplays, knowing the styles of the younger ones or the domestic players that are coming in into the IPL. I think that's the only advantage when it comes to Indian captains. Otherwise, yeah, Devashish.
No, no, no. You go ahead. You go ahead.
Okay.
I just like to add something.
Yes. So
Bolcha, you go ahead. Yeah, Bolcha. Chal de abhi ball. Okay. Oh.
but yes, I would go for an
Let
Indian captain.
Gargi finish, then you come in, Devashish. Yeah, Gargi, go on.
Yeah. So the question was whether I would select an Indian captain or Nicholas Puran. So Indian captain, I would any day go for. If I was Sanjeev Goenka, I would Indian captain. I would also do a lot more things with the money I have.
Devashish, Indian captain
I
says
would
Gargi.
always go for an Indian captain when you talk about IPL. Yeah, given if you look back at KKR's what happened with Owen Morgan as the captain means obviously, and you can only play four foreign players. So for me, I would always love to see an Indian captain. And if Rishabh Pant gets picked, who better? Means obviously he brings you that leadership. He can keep wickets and his batting. So he comes in a nutshell. Means he's a package. So I would always love to have Rishabh Pant. If Lucknow Super Giants go all out to have Rishabh Pant, definitely for me he will be the captain. And on any given day, I would love to see an Indian captain in IPL.
Yeah, and Devashish brings up a valid point because if you have a foreign captain, one of your overseas slots gets booked forever. So you don't want that. You can play for extra, players if you want. You can change that up. With the foreign captain, you can't do that anymore. You don't have that leeway.
Yeah, Shobik, before I go to Rohit on this.
See, talking about Rishabh Pant, first of all, KL Rahul doesn't carry anything, to be honest. He doesn't carry any X factor. He accumulates runs. How much that benefits his team, I'm not too sure. KL Rahul. So if when LSG is taking a call to part ways with him, I think that is a very very logical call. KL Rahul being KL Rahul, and given that he has been part of the Indian team, he will get franchises. That is, but Rishabh Pant's case, if I may draw a football analogy, if you put Erling Haaland on the market, it is something like that, and the franchises are going after him. Every franchise. I personally spoke to a couple of franchise one is down south, two is down south rather, and they are very, very keen on the development. They are keeping an eye on the development. Talking about football, we just mentioned Manchester United have sacked Eric Ten Hag with immediate effect. Coming back to cricket, I mean, two franchises down south, they're keeping an eye on the development. They both need wicket keepers. Uh, I mentioned one Royal Challenge Bangalore after Dinesh Karthik. There is a void. Another franchise you can guess, but I have been told not to mention the name. That's why I am honoring that. But they are eyeing a
Is Dhoni
long-term replacement for a legend. They are
Dhoni
eyeing a
want
long-term
okay.
replacement for a legend. So I try to be politically correct, and they are both are willing to break their bank for Rishabh Pant.
Rohit Juglan, is Rishabh Pant going to be the highest paid player ever in IPL history?
Yes, I think. Because I think as जैसा शामिकदा ने बोला, मेरे ऊपर तो कोई दबाव नहीं है. चेन्नई उनके ऊपर look forward to कर रही है. They from 2022 onwards they want someone a good wicket keeper. बाकी और RCB मुझे ये पता है कि 100% deal done with KL Rahul. They are retaining him they are taking him in auction until and unless कोई और टीम उनके लिए नहीं जाती है, क्योंकि ये ऑक्शन में आप वैसे 100% कुछ नहीं कह सकते हो. बट आई एम वेरी श्योर कि 10-12 करोड़ से ऊपर केएल राहुल के ऊपर शायद कोई भी पैसा खर्च नहीं करना चाहेगा. और ये पैसा उनको
आरसीबी के ऊपर एक प्रेशर भी है. यू नो व्हाट इट इज. प्रेशर भी है.
आई मेंशन, हमने वो शो में मेंशन भी किया, आई थिंक 1 या 2 दिन पहले. So there was obviously a pressure. If Shamikda is talking about the state government pressure, then obviously I would like to.
We cannot say state government pressure on public platform, but एक pressure है.
अच्छा, ठीक है. तो जो भी वो प्रेशर है वो उस प्रेशर का मतलब ये है कि आपको कन्नड़ा प्लेयर्स को जो है ज्यादा से ज्यादा कन्नड़ा प्लेयर्स को अपने साथ रखना है, टीम में रखना है. एंड फॉर दैट ऑब्वियसली अगर आप देखोगे पिछले 2-3 सालों में आपको देवदत्त पट्टिकल दिखेंगे जो एक कंसिस्टेंट रन जिन्हें मिला है. अभी पिछले 2 सीजन में 11 मैचेस कुछ खेले हैं विजय कुमार वैशक, वो ही एक ऐसा नाम है. देव मनोज भंडागे ऑल्सो, देव अदर नेम्स ऑल्सो जो वहां पर एड अप हो सकते हैं. बट केएल राहुल इज 100% देयर. They'll go for 2 wicket keepers. एक नाम ऋषभ पंत का है जो उनकी पहली चॉइस रहने वाली है. इफ नॉट ऋषभ पंत देन इट इज ईशान किशन के लिए जीटी भी बहुत दौड़ लगा रही है. वो फ्रॉम देयर कैप्टन उनको बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट है इस चीज में कि शुभमन गिल ने ये कहा है कि ईशान किशन मुझे चाहिए. सो आई थिंक ये दोनों ही बहुत जबरदस्त होने वाले हैं, ऋषभ पंत और ईशान किशन. अगर ऋषभ पंत एक हल्की कीमत पे मिल जाते हैं तो शायद ईशान किशन चले जाएंगे, बट आई थिंक ऋषभ पंत विल ब्रेक द बैंक्स.
Okay, we haven't heard anything much so far from Rajasthan. So let me go to Shubhan on Rajasthan. So what is happening with Rajasthan? Not much. I mean, we are hearing so much about Delhi, so much about KKR, about LSG, Bangalore, etc. Rajasthan relatively quiet. What's going on, Shubhan? They are sorted clearly, or why are they leaving Josh Butler? What's the story with Josh Butler?
I think Josh Butler is the only question mark they have right now. Otherwise, it's there are some straightforward retentions for them. Yashasvi being one, Riyan Parag being another one. I'm forgetting another name who is probably going to be Sanju Samson, of course. How can I forget it? Their number one retention, their captain, and of course there are some uncapped players they want to explore. Tanush Kotian is another name they want to explore in terms of retaining, because they are seeing him as a future prospect, someone who can take the baton from Ravichandran Ashwin. We have to remember Ravichandran Ashwin was an integral part of that team, but him not being retained, Tanush Kotian can be a possible option for the right to match, for the uncapped slot. But yes, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Riyan Parag and Sanju Samson are 3 straightforward retentions. Now the trick lies, because 18, 14, 11 are the slab. Are they willing to spend another 18 crore for Josh Butler? That is the question mark. That is there in that Rajasthan Royals camp. Of course, they can go for right to match card when Josh Butler comes up in the auction. But yes, there will be heavy bidding given the kind of brand and the name Josh Butler is, and his recent performances have been great as well. Not the last year. Last year was a mixed bag for Josh Butler, and people are thinking that his career is on a decline. His career is also on the wrong side of the 30s. So So maybe George Butler is not as potent or as not as clinical as he used to be in earlier days. So let's see. But I think Rajasthan Royals are also pretty much sorted for Yada.
So Devashish Sen, Gargi Raut, no Yuzvendra Chahal. You think franchises will go for Yuzvendra Chahal? Also, Trent Bolt not being retained. Some good players will come out of the Rajasthan Royals camp. Clearly, quite a number of good players. Yuzvendra Chahal, of course, Trent Bolt. You will get a number of Indian guys also. Ravi Ashwin, yes, pass. Some might say he will go back to Chennai, but Ravi Ashwin still. If you see that Tamil Nadu Premier League is good value for money. So these are good players. Devashish Sen, your thoughts on Yuzvendra Chahal?
I think they might use RTM for Yudhvendra Chahal, given that they will be retaining Sanju Samson, Riyan Parag, Yashasvi Jaiswal. So I think they might use RTM for Yudhvendra Chahal. Obviously, you cannot by retaining Josh Butler as the fourth player. I don't see the franchise spending another 18 crore for Josh Butler. Yudhvendra Chahal, I definitely think, and our Rajasthan Royals will go after the Yajuvendra Chahal by using the RTM card.
Gargi, Rajasthan Royals looks sorted. What about Hyderabad Sunrisers? Again, another franchise which came out pretty early. And that strategy of saying, oh, we are paying X amount of money to Henrik Klassen, that has kind of really muddled this auction up by saying we are paying so much to Henrik Klassen. Would you retain a Pat Cummins? Because that is what is being said. There is a Travis Head, there is a Pat Cummins, there is a Henrik Klassen, there is a Nitish Kumar Reddy. There's a lot of players, good players in that Hyderabad stable. So what is happening with Hyderabad?
Abhishek Sharma is another name.
Abhishek Sharma, absolutely. Abhishek Sharma is another name. So what's happening with Hyderabad Sunrisers? Gargi Raut, your thoughts on that before I go to Shomik and Rohit on Hyderabad as well.
But if I were to lead Sunrisers, I would 100% retain Pat Cummins once again. Look at what he's done for the team. Clearly, his leadership has made a change. And last year, we were talking about what is 24, 20, whatever the price tag was. How will investing that much money in one player going to change anything for Sunrisers Hyderabad? But clearly it did, and that strategy quite worked out for Sunrisers Hyderabad, and I would 100% retain Pat Cummins once again. When it comes to the other players, Abhishek Sharma is one name I would definitely go for, because the kind of stats that he gives, it's incredible to see. And Abhishek Sharma is someone who we know performs consistently because of the way that he's been performing in domestic cricket, not just now, but he's been doing it quite consistently for a few years. So yeah, when it comes to two of my top retainees, Travis Head, obviously, Pat Cummins, Abhishek Sharma, top three.
So no Henry Klassen.
I just gave others I will give later.
Gargi, Henrik Klassen has been a darn deal as far as SRH's retention is concerned, and they are forking out 23 crore for him, 5 crores more than the highest retention cap, and those 5 crores would be deducted from their auction purse. Their second retention is Pat Cummins, and because he has been a proven leader. Ever since they fell out with David Warner, they had been searching for a captain, they had been searching for stability, a stable captain, and they have found one in Pat Cummins. And Abhishek Sharma, he is now an India player in T20s, and he carries that X factor up top. They are negotiating hard with Travis Head. They are hopeful that they will reach an agreement with Travis Head also.
Rohit Juglan, is Sandeep Sharma being retained by Rajasthan Royals as uncapped?
Yes. Sandeep Sharma and UZ Chahal. UZ Chahal, they will go for the RTM. UZ Chahal, they will go for the RTM, but Sandeep Sharma के साथ वो रूल आता है जो अनकैप प्लेयर महेंद्र सिंह धोनी के लिए आया है. बट एक चीज इसमें जो थोड़ा सा घूम रही है वो ये है कि अगर वो बटलर को जाने देते हैं देन दे कांट अफोर्ड कि वो ध्रुव जुरैल को भी जाने दें और वो बटलर को भी जाने दें, बिकॉज दो सीरियस टैलेंट्स को आप जाने नहीं दे सकते हो. So I think they will be doing this with UZ Chahal and this Dhruv Jurel, the RTM card. And what I came to know about is कि देयर माइट बी चांस कि अश्विन को जो है वो चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स टारगेट कर सकती है. आई थिंक शामिक दा इस पे ज्यादा बता पाएंगे, बट मुझे ऐसा सुनने में मिला है कि सीएसके की जो टारगेट लिस्ट है उसमें रविचंद्रन अश्विन का नाम हो सकता है इस बार.
Interesting. I will come to Shomik Chakraborty on CSK, but let me give what I'm getting for Rajasthan, and that for Hyderabad, and that's Henrik Klassen, Pat Cummins, Abhishek Sharma, Nitish Reddy, and Travis Head. No uncapped. That's what I'm getting from Hyderabad Sunrisers at this point in time. Henrik Klassen, Pat Cummins, Abhishek Sharma, Nitish Reddy, and Travis Head. No uncapped as far as Hyderabad Sunrisers are concerned. That's what. No, Samad. At this point, no. I mean, that's what I'm hearing. You could.
I also forgot to mention Nitish Kumar Reddy.
So you could definitely have Samad, but this is what I'm getting from my sources in Sunrisers Hyderabad, that these are the 5: Klassen, Cummins, Sharma, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and Travis Head. Let's move to CSK. Shomik Chakraborty, our CSK resident expert.
Ashwin and Conway.
No, Ashwin, they will go. See, CSK are planning to go hard both for Ashwin and Shami if they are on the market. Shami also, they are keeping an eye on Shami also. But their retention is straightforward and it's pretty clear. I mean, Ruturaj, and then Ravindra Jadeja, Shivam Dubey, Mathisa Pathirana, and Dhoni as an uncapped player. Dhoni was asked about whether he would play another year yesterday in Goa, where he was attending an event, and he remained coy. He said, "I now want to enjoy my cricket." But between the lines, if you can read between the lines, he sort of confirmed that although I have been speaking to CSK people over the last 2 days, and they are not tight-lipped. They're saying we'll get to hear from the man before 31st.
Okay, Devajish Sen, are you seeing Dhoni?
Yeah, definitely. Given his brand value, I am definitely seeing Dhoni. And what was the reason of BCCI implementing this uncapped player rule? It's all because of MSD, and so I think that's taken. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and I won't disclose because you have just shared in our meeting that he got a big endorsement. So clearly there is an indication that Mahendra Singh Dhoni, yes, with Mahendra Singh Dhoni there's always a surprise. There's always a surprise last minute. People, you can never decide what he is going to do, but definitely my gut feeling is Mahendra Singh Dhoni is going to be retained as an uncapped player.
Okay, so let me now.
BCCI when they release the retention list, BCCI when they release the retention rules, the point number 7 was that uncapped thing. That you can retain. Yes, Thala for a reason.
Exactly.
Too good.
This is a good one. Shubman Chakraborty, number 7. Good one. Very good. Very good. Shubman is actually on his way from Pune to Bombay for the test match. But final team, Delhi Capitals. What's going on? Complete mess at this point in time, Delhi Capitals. Will it get it act together with this 2-owner thing or multiple owners, 2 years, and all that? Rohit Juglan, can we now say that Rishabh Pant is actually leaving Delhi Capitals? Can we say that, Rohit Juglan?
उनके पास ऑफर्स तो हैं बहुत सारे, लेकिन मुझे जो पता चला है कि दिल्ली कैपिटल्स ऑक्शन से अपना कप्तान चाहती है. दे आर नॉट लॉकिंग इवन अक्षर पटेल फॉर नाउ. दे आर नॉट लॉकिंग अक्षर पटेल. ऑब्वियसली उन्होंने जो अपने इंडिया के कुछ प्लेयर्स थे उनसे बात की है. दे हैड अ वर्ड विद कुलदीप, दे हैड अ वर्ड विद अक्षर, एंड इन लोगों को शायद आप ऑक्शन में आते हुए ना देखो, बट स्टिल दे आर सर्चिंग कि क्या हमें ऑक्शन से एक कप्तान मिल सकता है. वो कमिट नहीं करना चाहते. लाइक देयर इज सर्टेन थिंग विद एलएसजी आल्सो कि एलएसजी को भी अगर एक बेटर कैप्टन मिल जाता है निकोलस पूरन की जगह में, तो देयर माइट बी अ चांस कि वो निकोलस पूरन की जगह अगर ऋषभ पंत मिल जाता है तो दे गो ऋषभ पंत. ऐसे ही दिल्ली कैपिटल्स को कोई अगर कप्तान ऑक्शन से मिल जाता है तो दे आर वेरी मच ऑप्टिमिस्टिक अबाउट द ऑक्शन की वहां से अगर हमें कोई इफ वी गेट वन कैप्टन फ्रॉम देयर तो हम उसके साथ आगे बढ़ेंगे. और ऑब्वियसली वो सारी की सारी चीजें उनकी स्ट्रेटजी में है. जितना मुझे लगता है यस ऋषभ पंत इज लीविंग डीसी.
What we can say is Akshar Patel is being touted as the next captain in Delhi. There are talks. One must say that there are talks, and this is a relationship. The Hemang Badani, the Venugopal Rao relationship goes back. ILT20, Kiran Grandi has been close to them. So it is not a relationship that has been born overnight. the Hemang Badani, Venugopal Rao relationship is a deep one as far as Kiran Gandhi is concerned. So that's what we are getting as far as Delhi Capitals are concerned. Akshar Patel, big chance we can say that could just lead Delhi Capitals with Rishabh Pant leaving Delhi Capitals, or could come into the auction. Possible. That's a kind of possibility. Finally, let's close with RCB. I will go to Shomik Chakraborty and Gargi Raut, because Gargi's famous comment, one of those proverb, sort of comment, Virat Kohli, King of India. So we will go to Gargi Raut for the closing words.
Virat Kohli is now the king of London.
but so he's replaced Charles, right? So fair enough. But Shomik Chakraborty, what's happening with Bangalore?
Bangalore.
We've not done Mumbai. We've got to Rohit Juglan always does Mumbai. So we'll close with Mumbai with Rohit.
Okay.
But you give me Bangalore.
As far as my understanding is that only one player is certain at the moment as far as RCB is concerned, and that is Virat Kohli. They have some other retentions on mind, but still, just 2 days left to finalize retention. They haven't, at least they are not showing any signs of whether that they have finalized. Maybe they will go with the auction with only one retention, and that is Virat Kohli. And they are going all out. They are trying to do Rishabh Pant.
So Gargi Raut, Rishabh Pant possible. No Dinesh Karthik, so you need a player. KL Rahul very likely, for reasons we've already discussed. Bangalore will go heavy for KL Rahul. Shreyas Iyer, if KKR doesn't get Shreyas Iyer or keep Shreyas Iyer, that's also a possibility for RCB. That's what we are getting as far as RCB is concerned. But they will go in with a good amount of auction purse. Gargi Raut.
I think when it comes to the captaincy spot, Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul are the top contenders. Because KL Rahul, we know, has a history with RCB, played for RCB, so it could be a good fit and good comeback into the team. And RCB, we know is famously all about that family bond and all of that. So could be that KL Rahul comes in, but if you're going to if you want a quality player, Rishabh Pant. I mean, someone who's going to win you matches, someone who's going to be entertaining, someone who can be the next big brand for RCB, then it's going to be Rishabh Pant.
Okay, Devashish Sen and Rohit Juglan. Who's captaining Mumbai? Rohit Juglan, Rohit Sharma or Hardik Pandya?
जस्ट मैं बस एक आरसीबी की रिटेंशंस बता देना चाहता हूं जो मुझे पता है. विराट कोहली, मोहम्मद सिराज, एंड दे आर सीइंग यश दयाल ओनली. बस अभी सिर्फ वो इतना देख रहे हैं. दिस इज इट. इससे ज्यादा वो नहीं देख रहे हैं. दे आर नॉट सीइंग कैमरन ग्रीन, विल जैक्स, रजत पाटीदार, आकाशदीप, किसी को नहीं देख रहे. दे आर ओनली सीइंग दीस थ्री. उसके बाद जो आपने मुंबई इंडियंस के बारे में बोला, आई थिंक अभी भी बहुत डाइसी है. इस पे कोई शॉर्ट नाम नहीं है मेरे पास कि हार्दिक है या रोहित है, बट मैं दोनों की पॉसिबिलिटीज खारिज नहीं करूंगा. जो अभी यहाँ से अगर आप आज के दिन के हिसाब से मुझसे पूछते हैं, ऑब्वियसली रोहित आगे हैं, बट मुझे लगता है कि मैं 100% रोहित शर्मा नहीं बोल पाऊंगा. देयर इज ऑब्वियसली सिचुएशन इज वेरी डाइसी बिटवीन रोहित शर्मा एंड हार्दिक पांड्या.
Devashish Sen, Mumbai Indians, who would you, what is your take? I mean, because that is another franchise that's sorted. We know that they are retaining Rohit, they are retaining Hardik, they are retaining Bumrah, they are retaining Surya. So it is a franchise that's clearly sorted with their retentions. Devashish Sen.
Tilak. But as far as their uncapped player, if they do take some whether they are going to take any uncapped player, I don't think they would be going for any uncapped player. But as far as captaincy is concerned, I still feel that Hardik Pandya will retain will be the captain ahead of Rohit Sharma.
Nehal Wadhera is on their mind as far as uncapped player.
अगर आप 5 रिटेन करोगे तो आपको अनकैप जाना पड़ेगा. सो एसआरएच में भी वो होगा और मुंबई में भी
exactly.
भी एक अनकैप लेना पड़ेगा और मुंबई को भी एक अनकैप लेना पड़ेगा.
Okay, so we will end the show here with the promise that every day from now till the 31st, in fact the 1st, tomorrow, day after, for 4 days, including Diwali Day, and first obviously the test match will start, we will do an IPL retention special, because things will change. Franchises will keep finalizing. Our reporters will keep getting news, whether it's Rohit, whether it's Shubhan, whether it's Devashish, Gargi, Shomik, all of them will keep getting news more and more, and we will keep giving you final updates as to what we get. So tomorrow, day after 31st and 1st, 4 days, we will come back to you with more special shows on IPL retentions. Every possible news break here on Rev Sports. Keep watching, and that does not mean that we will not do other sports. Today, we did an MSK Prasad exclusive on Test cricket. Tomorrow it's Rani Rampal, favorite interview of mine, where she talks about her whole career. Think about it. एक कैंप में जब रानी रामपाल जाया करते थे, 500 ml milk is what she was asked to carry. Every player was to carry 500 ml of milk to that camp. Rani Rampal would have the money to buy 300 ml. 200 ml would be water. She would mix 300 ml milk with 200 ml water to carry to the camp, and from there to 254 caps for India. Dreams do come true. Watch out for the Rani Rampal exclusive tomorrow. Plenty of other stories coming your way. Yeah, Jitesh Sharma is already up there. Is already up there on the platform with Rohit Juglan. Excellent interview. I've watched it. I recommend that. Gargi's done a superb interview with Sakshi Malik. It will come your way. Plenty. Devashish sends a whole series along with Rohan Chaudhary on East Bengal Club. Anyone who's a football fan, whether you want a Showmeet Day, whether you want a Prashanto Banerjee, whether you want any of these interviews, go and watch in the Rev Sports Bangla platform as well. So whether it is Johnny Kauko, Antonio Lopez Habas, these interviews are all up there. So whether it's cricket news, whether it's other sports, plus you will see me always talk about the IOA mess. We should do a story tomorrow or some point. Is this IOA mess costing India the 2036 Olympic Games? I think it is. I think it is. There was a massive rumor today morning that the CEO has resigned. Then I got confirmation, no, he hasn't yet. But it is going both sides. That the IOA mess, the president on one side, the executive board on the other, Indian sport is losing out. Plenty to talk about. Keep watching. Thanks for supporting Rev Sports. And as you know, kindly subscribe, ring that notification bell, and follow the platform. Not just English, Bangla, Hindi, English, and the website for quality writing that you will not get anywhere else. Multi-sport, quality writing, on-ground reportage, and disruption, because we will be everywhere. We will be in every event from on ground. Thank you very much for watching.